Hello, Guru Nation. How's it going? I'm here with this man here.
Hi.
You guys know him already. Jaime Valles. He's my nurse practitioner business partner over here in Yuma, Arizona, Yuma Clinical Trials. We're chilling at a Starbucks. It's actually raining right now in
For this
Yuma.
area.
You don't associate this with where we're at, but we were talking about. We just came out of a meeting with our doctor, and we were talking about a lot of things. Let's start with the simple. Some things people think is the most simple thing, getting your equipment calibrated, right?
Yeah.
So in a smaller town like this, there's no real vendors. They have to come from what? Phoenix. What is
Phoenix,
this guy saying?
There's another one from Orange County.
Oh, he came from Orange County?
One of them, they could, but the issue becomes they're not that available. And because when they come here, they cannot go anywhere else. So they have to spend more money, gas, they have to stay overnight. So obviously the charge will be more.
Because I know a guy from Orange County. Maybe it's the same one.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the issue. I talked to a couple companies over from Phoenix, and that's what they were saying. They don't come here that often. Big organizations like the hospital, they have their own biomed department that they calibrate their own things on a yearly basis, so they don't have to hire a company.
But they don't work with. They're not for
No,
sale.
No, they're not for sale. They only work for their own. So it's been hard. We were just trying to call them because right now we're starting, so it's a small amount of equipment when you calibrate it.
We're waiting for our SIV. So we had the SSV. One of the pending action items was the calibration log, amongst a bunch of others. And we were just talking, because Jaime and I meet weekly for now, about the calibration, and that's one of the pending action items. So we're trying to get somebody to come out.
Yeah, so I even thought of the idea of just bringing the equipment to them to be calibrated. That way we can get the ball rolling. But hopefully he answers back, and in the future, as we grow, we get more clinics, more sites, then it will be more convenient for them to come and do more.
And that's a perfect segue. So we were also talking about partnering with other doctors here. We have our one PI. We have another guy who wants to be PI as well. That we're asking our PI, hey, is this a good guy? Because you're both family practice. Does it make sense for us to even do this? Honestly, me and you don't even know the answer yet.
Correct.
But these are things we think about. But now we have a dermatologist specialist that wants to do studies in his office, wants to partner with us.
That's right.
So we're going to do studies out of his office, the dermatologist out of our family practice office. We have an ophthalmologist, so some out of his office, and then eventually we're going to run out of space and need our own place, which I'm going to show you, and I'll put it on the video. So because we talk about it, I'm going to show you guys. You'll probably see it in the split screen right now as I'm talking. The office that I saw that
it's close by to to our PI, right?
And I'm thinking would be good. So we'll do that when we go back. I'll take a video. You guys will see it right now. So basically, to make it worthwhile for the calibration guy, or like, look, you're going to have eventually all these offices. We were talking about oncology.
Yes.
Okay. And then we were also talking about, well, let's talk first about the vaccine for pregnant women.
Okay.
We have this study that it's basically ours if we want it. We can't seem to be able to find a way to do it though.
That's right. That's right. And the issue is it's a small community, so we have only one hospital and only one place where there are deliveries of newborns. So it becomes we have to involve a lot of parties. Because this specific study requires a blood sample from the port within 24 hours of delivery. So that's where the problem would be. And then the majority, except for two practices in town, they're owned by the hospital. So that's when we're having a harder time to find out if we're going to be able to do the study. So I need to talk to a couple of OBGYN providers. We're hoping that they're on board, that they like the idea, and they'll be willing to join the study.
So what's the strategy for these OBGYN? They work at another clinic that you know,
Correct.
But they also have privileges at the hospital, and
Correct.
they deliver there.
Correct.
So what we would do is just forget about dealing with the hospital admin, which is basically a dead end.
Yes.
And just deal with them directly.
Deal with them directly and explore the option if there's a way that we can, the company, the sponsor can obtain the blood sample with maybe just a waiver from the patient. So that's where the tricky part is.
And they'll have informed consent anyway.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Now, so hopefully,
Hopefully.
and the way we postponed that because the lady from the sponsor sent me the survey and followed up, so I know they need sites. When they do that, usually the sites are following up. Hey, just wanted to follow up about my email about your study. Usually we do that. The sponsor is following up with us, like, hey, want to follow up on your survey. That means they need sites.
Correct.
That tells me that this $7-figure study is ours if we want it. But I don't know. This is where Jaime is going to help me out a lot because I don't know, guys. No pressure for Jaime.
Not at all. Not taking.
All right, so oncology next. Okay. I had a conversation with a big sponsor yesterday. They're looking for oncology sites. They want predominantly minority communities, which is exactly where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very small town.
I didn't know they had independent oncologists here, so I'm glad we had our meeting.
That's right. I think there's only one, to be honest, maybe two. So we need to approach them, and hopefully they will be on board on that.
What's the strategy for that? Like next week, me and you go?
Yeah. We can definitely go stop by next week.
You let me know the date, and I'll go. Except Tuesday. Next week I can't do Tuesday, but any other day.
Okay, sounds good. So we can go, and I think what's going to play a lot in our favor is our PI has a great reputation.
Yes.
He's a very good doctor. He has a very good reputation.
Yes.
He's been in the community for over 15 years.
But we were just talking to him about this, and he was like, you were telling him stuff he didn't know about the oncologist.
Yeah, oh, yes. There's going to be radiation therapy oncologist coming to one of the clinics, and he didn't know that oncologist himself. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. Let's hope they're on board. Let's hope they want to do it, and that way we can get the study as well.
I can get the study. I know I can.
Okay.
If we get the oncologist to say yes, we got the study.
All right,
we got it. I don't know when it starts. That's another story, but we got the study.
So we got okay.
Yeah,
cool.
At least one. So, all right. Thank you, Jaime.
Thank you.
This is just, you guys wanted the updates on building a site from scratch, and we haven't even started. There's no patients or anything. It's just we haven't even had an SIV, but we're working on it. All the work that goes behind the scenes, something as simple as calibration equipment, goes on a lot of effort. A lot of effort. So we'll follow up with you guys. Thank you very much, Jaime.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You got a LinkedIn yet? People want to know.
I'll do it by next week. I promise.
All right. Jaime's LinkedIn, when he has it, will be underneath a future video, not this one. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.